Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and I want to talk to you today about some new research that has to do with brain health and how to protect your brain from cognitive decline as we age. Researchers, what they did was they took the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet, which is a diet for hypertension, and they combined them into what they call the MIND diet, M-I-N-D, the MIND diet, for the mind. And they found that when we increased the amount of polyphenol, certain antioxidants found in really good olive oil and berries, that they could actually increase or decrease the risk of cognitive decline as we age by 35 to 52%. That was a huge difference maker, game changer when we're looking at how do we address this sort of epidemic of cognitive decline that we have in our country. Well, just adding more berries in your diet, which is rich in these polyphenols, actually supported reduced the risk by 35%, which was pretty amazing. So there were some foods that they found, 10 foods they found that were actually brain healthy foods, and then there were about 5 foods they found that were actually called brain damaging foods. And I've listed that and more on my website in the article associated with this video, so watch that or go check out that article as well. But here are some of the 10 brain healthy foods. And they are, of course, leafy green vegetables, all kinds of vegetables, nuts, berries, beans, olive oil, fish, poultry, whole grains, and even wine in moderation. And the ones that were bad for you, the damaging foods, were red meats, butter, cheese, fast or fried food, and pastries and sweets. This is not rocket science for most of us. Most of us have already figured out these foods are bad for us and already eat a lot more of these foods. You know, really good quality olive oil, berries, fish, all these really good fats and polyphenols that are there, beans loaded with fiber. These are things that I've talked about for a long time. When we look at the Ayurvedic diet, the one that I recommend, we're talking about things like, you know, adding 10% of your diet being animal protein, adding good fats like olive oil and to your food, and cooking with coconut oil and ghee. Half your plate being green vegetables, a quarter being protein. Of that, only 10% animal, the rest of it, you know, beans and nuts and seeds and things like that. Another quarter being starches, which includes your fruits and your whole grains and things like that. No processed foods or hidden cooked oils. No added sweets or sugars or sweeteners or sugars. And then always try to eat seasonally because the bugs in the soil become the bugs on the plant, and the bugs on the plant become our food, become our microbiome, and they deliver very specific seasonal benefits for us to navigate immunity, dissipate heat in the summer, all the things we need to navigate this crazy world. And it connects us with our circadian rhythms. And that's the thing that we've discovered. Scientists tell us that our bodies, our genes, have lost their ability to hear the rhythms of nature. They're not connected to the circadian cycles anymore. And that is a serious problem. And a lot of scientists are saying this is the new science. They call it circadian medicine. That's going to revolutionize medicine. So it's something that Ayurveda has known for thousands of years, and it's sort of the newest thing on the block that we have to take a look at. There's a lot more. There was a study done at UCLA at the Buck Institute that was also done on how to reduce brain decline, cognitive decline as we age, and they were very similar to what we're talking about: reducing carbohydrates and sugars out of your diet, processed foods, increase your fresh vegetables, meditate. I thought this was really cool, twice a day, which is really important. Sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per night. Take supplements like vitamin D, B12, fish oils, coenzyme Q, and melatonin. I'm not so sure I'm a big fan of that, but that's what the study said. Oral hygiene, which was really interesting, that was on their top 10 list of things, or top 8 list of things that they suggest, which is, you know, taking care of your gums. And now we know that there's microbes, not good ones, that can get into your bloodstream through your gum tissue and that we have to really keep our gums really, really healthy. And again, Ayurveda has oil pulling and tongue scraping and techniques like that. We even have probiotics for the mouth that are very, very critical to help keep the right probiotic imbalance in your mouth. Fasting for at least 12 hours a day, which means if you have breakfast, dinner at 6 o'clock, you don't eat again until 6 o'clock in the morning. But every night you fast 12 hours. That was a critical thing, and something we've talked about forever. Exercising every day for at least 30 minutes. Hugely important for our lymphatic system because our lymph doesn't drain well when we don't move well. And I've talked a ton about this lately about the new brain lymphs that have been discovered. So watch those videos. It's just phenomenal research. Our brain's dumping 3 pounds of toxic plaque every year out of our brain. It's important that we exercise and move and keep our lymphatic system healthy. And then the other thing that they mentioned was to reinstate bioidentical hormones if you were taking them away. That was the research done at UCLA at the Buck Institute about protecting your brain from early decline. So I'm not a believer of all those, but I just thought it was really fascinating. Meditation, yoga, sleeping properly, living in harmony with the cycles, eating fresh foods. These are the themes. And so in the article associated with this video, there's the information from the Mind Diet, the information from the Buck Institute, and also my recommendations, what I suggest from sort of the Ayurvedic perspective and seasonal eating. Take a look at that. I think it's great information. Definitely want to protect this thing. It's important. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard. Hi, did you like this video? Do you like our content here at LifeSpa? You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/John Douillard right here and get this valuable content every week in your inbox.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.